Before I start, I want to dedicate this video to all of the people who had been killed in the entire duration of this heinous Operation Searchlight. Your sacrifice has not gone in vain. Operation Searchlight is termed as the heinous massacre and genocide of innocent Bengalis in Bangladesh that was committed by the Pakistani armed forces in the name of saving the unity of Pakistan. To quell the rightful rebellion of the Bengalis against Pakistani government oppression, the Pakistani armed forces decided to use the force of arms. This was all planned by the Pakistani Army CNC, General Abdul Hamid Khan, General Rao Forman Ali, and General Raza. And the blueprint of this operation was designed and executed by the Butcher of Balochistan, known as Lieutenant General Tikka Khan. At 11 p.m. on the night of the 25th of March 1971, the Pakistani armed forces commenced Operation Searchlight right from the heart of the city of Dhaka. The Pakistani 13th Frontier Force sat as reserve at the Dhaka cantonment. The 43 Light Anti-Aircraft Regiment stayed at Dhaka airport, but the rest of the operation consisted of killing and butchering Bengalis in cold blood. The Pakistani 22nd Baluch attacked the East Pakistan Rifles personnel, who were mostly Bengalis, residing at Pilkhana, and murdered a lot of them in cold blood. The Pakistani 18th Punjab was tasked to spread out in the areas of Nawabpur and commence massive genocide of the Hindu minority community. The areas of Rayar Bazar, Shakharipotti, Lakhi Bazar and Shantinagar Bazar, which had people from the Hindu minority community, were destroyed. The banks of the Buriganga river in the city of Dhaka was chosen for a site of genocide. People were brought here, irrespective of their religion, and were shot dead by the Pakistanis. The corpses often rolled down into the river and later started floating in the waters. Later it was found that local dogs and vultures were feasting on these corpses.
মানুষ একেবারে কাটে কাটে দুই ভাগ করে দিয়েছে, দুই তিন ভাগ খণ্ড করে দিয়েছে। কচুরির মধ্যে টগরের মধ্যে মাথা জাগাইয়া নাক জাগাইয়া 3 দিন 4 দিন পর্যন্ত থাকতে হয়েছে। মেয়ে ছেলে কত কত ছোট ছোট বাচ্চা কচুরির তলে থুয়ে আসতে হয়েছে, তাদের আমরা আনতে পারি নাই বাবা, আর ক্ষমতা নেই।
Elements of the Pakistani 18th Punjab, 22nd Baluch and the 32nd Punjab attacked the Dhaka University area that had some minor defenses. These defenses just had 50 rifles and were mostly held up by university students who came to know about this operation just before it began. The Pakistani troops entered the campus, massacred them and butchered them, including killing their professors at the same time. After murdering these students in cold blood, they buried their dead corpses with bulldozers inside the campus. These corpses were left to rot. The university dorms were shelled with rocket launchers alongside firing machine guns into the windows. It became a bloodbath inside. The Pakistani troops entered the women's dormitory and raped a lot of women inside. They were just students. Special Service Group commandos from the Pakistani 3rd Commando Battalion went to Dhanmandi in Dhaka and arrested Sheikh Mujibur Rahman and many other Army League leaders. Sheikh Mujibur Rahman would spend the rest of the 9 months of the year 1971 in prison somewhere in Pakistan. During the rampage of the Pakistani army, Bengali policemen, civilian volunteers and personnel from the East Pakistan Rifles did their best in holding back the enemy. They had established roadblocks, cut down trees Yet the Pakistanis destroyed everything that stopped them on their way to destruction. Within the next 2 days, the streets of Dhaka was filled with blood. No less than 1,000 corpses lay on the streets. Dhaka, a dead city, became the headline of Time magazine. Seeing and hearing all of this, the Bengali soldiers and officers in the Pakistani army started revolting one by one. Many battalions from the East Bengal regiment started defecting and organizing massive resistance against the Pakistani encroachment. This was just the beginning of the valiant fighting to be unleashed by the Mukti Bahini. Yet the Pakistani army left their treacherous mark all over the country of Bangladesh. Starting from Dhaka, they spread out all over the nation, destroying any form of resistance they could find. Alongside their policy of genocide against the Hindu community, they had murdered a lot of civilians who were not even connected to the Mukti Bahini. They had raped no less than 3 lakh women in the span of 9 months. Over 43 lakh homes, 19,000 bazaars, 3,000 government buildings, 6,000 high schools, 18,000 primary schools, and over 900 college buildings were destroyed by the Pakistani armed forces.